is a little bit different
Yeah.
from what we see. Earlier, we were saying that Work Auster Force needed to show a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more diversity and new things in their drafts. And with Unravel holding on to Diggy, it seems like Unravel is going to be playing that Diggy tank. Bruno is going to be the main carry here for Work Auster Force. You're going to have really good scaling there. What do you feel about the draft, Uomi?
What I feel about is they're actually trying to prove a point here. I'm quite sure that Work Auster Force wants to prove a point in this game and showing that Chu is not a Claude one trick. Claude was open, by the way. It wasn't banned at all, but they didn't take that Claude. In fact, they took the Bruno instead. So we are entering the land of dawn here. Reptar, this is it. Work versus Aura.
Something we have to mention, Benny Cutie. Earlier, we thought he wouldn't be playing in this lineup. Now he is there. So it's Felicia, Benny Cutie, Kilowatt, Green, and JP. For Aura, Lord Hades sitting out. They decide to pick up JP, put him in his typical jungle role. Now, for Work, Unravel, 3 Martizi, Kosei, Arteezy, and Chu. The lineup that we saw in the qualifiers still rocking the same lineup now here in their debut match in MPL regular season. As Greed needs to be careful here. He might get picked up by Kosei and Arteezy, but he'll be able to get away.
Yeah, and that was almost too risky for Greed there. Quite greedy, if I say. And he had to at least try and attempt to get or steal away some objectives. But then again, I think Greed has this killer instinct already to know when it's the last possible second that you can come out. So I feel like that was still calculated, even if it was almost a kill for the enemy team.
Arteezy and Kosei, great positioning here as for Felicia. Just getting that Litho Wanderer. Slight changes to the Litho Wanderer, though. You want to share what the changes on the Litho Wanderer are, Yomi?
Well, for the changes, I'm quite sure that a lot of the teams here, they would want to at least secure. It's a more important objective now, that's for sure. But there's 3v1 here in the top side, and looks like Greed finds another one. Unravel
is going really low here, but he'll be able to get away. But Felicia not letting him go home, knowing that Diggy, the longer he is on the map, the more information he can provide for Work Auster Force. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Kosei versus Benny Cutie, and they're just cutting the wave. Kosei's just cutting the wave here of Benny Cutie because he knows he needs to really pressure Bane and keep him in lane as much as possible by cutting that wave, because Bane, man, if you just let him freely take control of the wave, you're not gonna have a good time.
Yeah, and speaking of having a good time here, Work Auster Force seems to have a better position here, and Rafflesia low in HP, but Kosei White Bee handing that first blood rather to Work, and that's going to Chu plus the turtle, and wow, that's a 1-for-1 for now. Reptar.
And the Sharks chasing after the little bird, but Unravel able to get away. And Arteezy to get away as well, low on mana. Work Auster Force, they do have the Bruno, so they do have that really quick early game scaling damage. Now for Aura PH here, they lost the first turtle. Is this a bad start for Work? Is it instantly lost? Do the Aura fans have to worry? Or do they have the right lineup to make a comeback out of this situation?
Well, looking at the score right now, it's still dead even. Just a 200 gold lead for Aura PH. It was a 1-for-1, but the turtle did go to Work, if I'm correctly seeing it. And 1 kill went to Cho, and I love this ultimate coming in from the Yisun Shin. Immediately saying, Kilowatt, you need to stay careful there. There's 3 people in the top side, and you would not want to get killed. But looking at the rotation right now in the bottom lane, this is great for Aura. They immediately cleared out the plating in bottom side.
That threat onto Toms, onto Kilowatt there in the top lane. Right before that happened, we saw Benny Cutie pick up that Clock of Destiny, the item that we mentioned earlier was upgraded, but there could be some action here in the middle lane. But Work is avoiding the action at all costs, knowing that they can pick up something there, but there's going to be an action here, a fight close to the turtle pit as Unravel takes a lot of damage. 3 Martizi able to get away, and Unravel taking time bombs and the rewind, able to give a little bit more space for Work to get away if they get caught out in a hairy situation like that.
Yeah, for Work, I feel like they're playing it to their strengths right now. They're 1 kill ahead, 1k ahead in gold, but I feel like Aura has better rotations in terms of trying to take down turrets. If you look at that bottom lane turret for Work, Auster Force is almost gone. That's a little bit, let's say, like 3 hits coming in from Aura PH, and that turret will be gone. But looks like bottom side will not be the place to fight, as the turtle is started by Aura PH.
And Unravel is there to give the information to Work. Jose spots out Kilowatt. Real world manipulation use. Good sound out here by Aura. It seems like Work will not be able to get there in time. The use of the Mountain Shocker by Aura gives the information that they're near, but they're not going to get close enough to contest this.
Yeah, and looking at how Aura is playing this, they're using their range and map advantage with a Yisun Shin and the real world manipulation coming in from Greed. You would want to see this, the ultimate coming in, the Mountain Shocker coming in from JP plus Greed, but wait a minute, in the top side, that might be a 3v1, but they do respect that turret, plus the additional member coming in from Aura PH. But going back to my point, the map control coming in from YSS and Greed's ultimate is quite insane.
Yeah, and see there, we mentioned it earlier, the turret changes. Work, if this was the previous patch, they probably would have still tried to dive on that Toms, even with the Quadrant Inferno up, but they, as you mentioned, have to respect that. Now, Work Auster Force going for their rotation. Chu, Unravel, and Arteezy have been 3-piece in a pod, going for that 1-3-1 rotation as they aim to break down this bottom turret here, but Aura are going to try to contest this. Rafflesia misses that poke to get that stun, but Chu, look at the damage coming out onto that tower. They're not going to fight it. They just want the objective. They just want the tower. Unravel getting rained down upon by the real world manipulation. Time's Journey, not enough to save him, but it's just the Diggy that they get, but a kill in return here. Kilowatt gets taken out there in the middle lane by that Kagura of Work, Arteezy, and that, I feel like it's a win for Work.
Yeah, it was a win for Work, but it's quite amazing to see, like, Unravel, he was already dead. He just didn't know about it yet. The range coming in from this Eve and the damage is just too unreal with our real-world manipulation. And for Work, things are working out for them for now. They have a 1k gold lead 6 minutes in, and this looks to be working out until, I guess, mid-game. I feel like Aura PH does have the chance to turn the tides to them. But the moment late game starts, this Bruno will be massive.
And now Work have the control over the Turtle Pit as Kosei aggressively goes after Rafflesia, so the frontliners of Aura cannot get close to get the information. JP charging it up, but Aura, I don't think they'll be able to get this turtle, man, because Work just positioned themselves really, really well. The pressure in the mid there. Oh, great pickoff by 3. Marteezy gets the way of the dragon and gives the double kill there for Chu. What a combo. The G Kundo flicker forward, but Kosei now eats up the flames of Toms, but has a sustained server to survive. What a pickoff by Marteezy.
They did not expect that. Aura PH did not expect that play coming in from Marteezy, but the fight isn't over yet, Reptar. This might be another fight, but looks like Aura PH will be respecting Work for now. Here's a replay of what happened here. Look at this. The combo, the flicker, and it was just already said and done at that moment. And the double kill going to Chu just means that this is even more lethal for Aura PH. Their earlier macro game is now covered by a 3-0 Chu that got fed by 3 Marteezy really well in that mid lane play.
This is gonna hurt a bunch here for Aura, especially Rafflesia, who has not had a good start here. He has to eat up the damage of a Bruno, who is now level 12. 3-0. Rafflesia's only level 8. The front line of Aura PH might not be able to handle the damage. They're gonna be going after Unravel, who pops the Time's Journey, so that's an ultimate gone. But Aura, even forcing out the ultimate of the Diggy, don't have an opportunity to counter up against Work because Work aren't giving them the chance to.
Yeah, and looking at how things are going in this game, Work Auster Force feels like the team that pulled the trigger first. We talked about this earlier, Reptar. The team to pull the trigger first in the right time will win, but look at the damage. It's coming right in.
And there goes the Sharks. Arteezy goes down. That's going to be 1 kill here for Work. Now Work decided to chase more. That's going to be a shutdown onto the Bruno. But actually 2 members of Work are down. Aura PH are turning this fight around. Rafflesia gets caught out by Kosei. Kosei might go after Greed. 3 Marteezy again, but no! Greed with the timely flicker just right past the tower, saving his behind right there, almost getting caught out. Could have been bad for Aura, but that's a small win for Aura, able to take down 2 members of Work.
Yeah, and for Work Osterforce, they do have the opportunity to clear out the waves here in the mid lane and in the bottom lane, but looks like they will be contesting the purple first. They will not be stealing it away because of the retribution, but there's a lot of things that Work could do right now. They have the minion waves pushing in the bottom side and in the top side as well, and this might be good for them, at least a little bit of zone control to actually try to take down the Lord. And things are looking quite spicy here in the bottom side of the map. We have 3 members invested. No, make that 4 members invested for the side of Aura PH. They know that Work is planning something in that Lord area, and across that plan, they're already doing it.
Felicia and the rest of Aura know that Work are going after the Lord. It seems like Work wants to reset it. Look at the damage onto Felicia. That's supposed to be your main tank. And just like, what, 3 footballs to the face, and you cannot do anything about it. Work will be able to get this Lord. Eve able to get picked out there by Work, and Work are just running away with this, Womi.
Yes, RTZ with another good pickoff against Greed, and this is the weakness of an Eve here. It's quite immobile, but that's the flicker and the Shunpo, and that's an easy escape coming in from that Cho.
Work, let's see if they have the confidence to go after this inhibitor turret in the mid lane. Time gets rewinded, Felicia.
Yeah.
Just trying to find the opening here, and Aura desperately trying. Oh no! What the? Ultimate with the combo coming in from Benny Cutie out of nowhere, setting out the Sharks, but it's JP who gets taken out in Aura, but they're able to take down 2. See there, the burst damage that Bane can bring out now. RTZ and Chu just deleted off of the face of the earth.
When 6-9 is our score, 11 minutes in, and I have to say that combo was insane coming in from Benny Cutie. And this is the problem when you have the Lord sometimes. You have this false sense of confidence that you could just group up and get that turret, get that free objective, but that wasn't the story for that fight, as Aura PH found an opportunity in the blind confidence that Work had with the Lord marching on with them. And now that Aura secured that fight quite easily, I feel like they've gained enough confidence to move around the map once again. There is a 4K gold lead coming in from Work Osterforce, but we don't, well, I'm quite sure that Aura PH knows that they could fight Work Osterforce in this mid game.
This is the new Bane. If Work has the crazy basic attack damage burst that Choose Bruno can bring out, well, Benny Cutie just showed us that he could get a really deadly catch with the ultimate, and of course a combination with a fully charged Rum second skill. He even bravely used the flicker forward. He was just like, I'm gonna throw out my Sharks, use my flicker forward because I know I'll be able to burst them down. Yeah. That was absolutely insane. But now Work, Kosei gets caught out here, immediately using the Mountain Shocker as well did JP to get more information, but Aura are not gonna be able to get the pick off that they want in 110 seconds until the Lord spawns. I think Work is just gonna play this relaxed. They're gonna find their opening, push out the lanes, and I think they just wanna focus on the Lord when it comes up.
Yeah, and apart from focusing on the Lord, maybe learning from their mistakes as well. They don't want to repeat that type of push, especially now that Benny Cutie has this confidence to just burst them out. Greed here, tanking that flame shot in the face. Not really quite lethal just yet, but we're looking at Benny Cutie right now. He could carry this game for Aura PH, but let's not discount Greed's efforts. And actually 2 deaths, that's not like a lot considering that he's playing a hero that's quite immobile against a Cho, Esmeralda, and a Kagura that has been constantly targeting him in every fight.
Kilowatt and the gang spots out Team Arteezy, but he'll be able to get away there. One thing that we have to watch out for here for Work is the fact that Kosei's Esmeralda has not gotten a death just yet. This is an Esmeralda who was able to relatively farm without a problem here, so that could be a big problem for Aura come the late game, but they're really banking on the fact that Benny Cutie's Bane has insane damage right now. He's not even level 15 yet, but we saw the combo earlier. JP will have the room later, provided by Greed's real world manipulation to just freely hit. So Aura has the right pieces that even in the really latest of games, they'll be able to take the fight to Work. The question is, how much of a problem will Kosei's Esmeralda Esmeralda be in the next few minutes?
Yeah, and going towards the late game, the gold lead is stabilized already. It's been a constant 6K for the side of work. So Aura PH has been finding the opportunity to actually farm a little bit. But again, that 6K is quite huge already. That's 1 or 2 full items for one of the 2 members of work, Auster Force. And if it's going to the Bruno, it's not going to be a fun time for Aura PH. And for Benny Cutie here, he needs to find the same opportunity that he provided for Aura PH. As the Lord will spawn, this will call a fight here, and looks like Lord will be taken down by work here.
They cannot get close. Kosei did a really good job zoning them out. Reflecia, oh, jumping too far to the back line there of work. The tank is gone, and work now have the confidence to push on forward. 30 seconds until Reflecia comes back. Work have their eyes on the inhibitor turrets. Of course, just a few recall spams for flavor. Look at that, RTZ going in there with the Umbrella Flea, but work will be able to get that turret down here. Kosei managing the minion waves down bottom. The Lord marching in. 13 seconds until Reflecia comes back. Will Aura be able to hold on here? That 11k gold lead. The damage is on the side of work, but will Aura have enough sustain to hold on here? Real world manipulation already used here. Kilowatt, look at the damage onto the Toms. That's a frontliner down, but a frontliner's back as Reflecia comes in with the Imperial Justice. Goes after Kosei, but look at the shield that Kosei is building up here. They cannot find a way to crack down on this Esmeralda. Blade of Despair picked up by Chu, and I think work, I truly believe that they have the right pieces to end the game within the next 5 minutes.
I'm quite sure that they would want to end this game in the next 5 minutes. The veterans are already on their last stand with 3 turrets down, all lanes open, only their base existing. This is quite the feat for work in their debut game in the regular season. They are 12,000 gold ahead from a 2-time championship squad, and this just goes to show that they're ready for MPL, and looks like they're ready for a fight.
Reflecia gets picked off and gets bursted down. Killing spree there for RTZ. The Sharks, the Deadly Catch come out there, but look at that. Aura immediately hightail it back to their base. RTZ looking for a Jew. Oh, he gets it! The Jeet Kune Do flicking forward pickoff. RTZ opening that up for work, and the members of Aura are going down one by one. Benny Cutie with a Winter Truncheon. How long is that going to keep you alive? Kilowatt barely able to make it back, but he gets to pick off Chu. The Bruno is gone for work. Kilowatt is the last man standing. Can he defend this? Can he sustain? No, he cannot. Double kill for RTZ, and that is it. Game number 1 is going to work.
Oh my god, 3 Martizzi showing everyone that it's not just Chu. And